welcome to my classroom. So today I'm just going to give you a quick tour, like really quick. So as they come in, they have homework basket, some paper if they need it, and then this is all our buddy study stuff. We do buddy study at our school. So this is kind of their buddy study station, everything that they will need. This will be cubbies for my switch class because my homeroom will get the room inside of the desk. I have extra supplies right here. This is pretty much their hub for whatever they need. I have a little desk that they can sit at the carpet and work on independent work. And as you can see, my desks are in groups of 5. And we do A/B partners at our school. So I just have to make sure that one of the friends at the desk knows who they will be talking to. But I prefer groups of 5. This is my circle table for small group guided reading. I picked up that beauty at Target. I got my supplies, my guided reading materials in this bin. And this is my classroom library. I went ahead and sorted all of my books with some book labels, and I invested on some new bins this year, which I'm really excited about. These will be for anchor charts. So this is probably my favorite part of my room, and I kind of thought of this just on the fly. I downloaded from Teachers Pay Teachers these really cute inspirational quotes, and I decided to put table numbers on the back of them. So I have 4 different inspirational quotes hanging, and the table numbers are on the other side, and I just love that. My word worth wall is always behind my guided reading table so that I can just point to those skills and strategies. At the beginning of the year, I'm going to have this stop sign out just to remind them that whenever I'm with a group or doing guided reading that they are not coming up to me, no matter what. It's not as cute as Miss Pena's, but this is going to be my VIP table. So eventually, I'm going to take this stool home and redecorate it. I'm going to redecorate it all cute, but they have their own little light over here. And they have markers, smelling markers, pens, pencils, and then here we have sticky notes, a little sharpener, and some big erasers. And then I also have a box of colored pencils. So, if you're VIP, you get the hookup. Also, I have my Teacher's Picks bin. So these are my favorite books, and I decided to keep this bin at my VIP table because it'll be right next to them. I thought it would be cool. Whenever we go into Miss Pena's class, I'm going to let her explain how we are going to manage VIP because I think it's a really good way to manage it. This is basically all my stuff. Don't look at this. I need to organize this. I just keep throwing stuff in these shelves because I'm getting ready for Meet the Teacher. My desk stuff. These are our TPOs. We do TPOs at our school. It's a 3-part objective, and it just, you know what an objective is. If you're a teacher, you know what an objective is. We have smartboard, carpet area for Meet the Teacher. I'm going to have them sort their school supplies in these bins. These are poems for a poetry station. We'll do a poem every week. And based off of whatever we're learning, usually it's whatever we're learning in social studies because most of the time we don't have time for social studies. And then the next week, the poem gets put in a station for practice. I have alternatives to I Don't Know that my principal sent to me. I'm actually using this side of my filing cabinet for them to hang the poems from while they do poetry station. Student computers that I haven't hooked up yet. A station board. So basically all I'm going to do is put the student's name so I don't have to move anything. They can basically just look and see, okay, if I'm in this group and it's Wednesday, then I'm going to respond to reading. So the stations that I have are Respond to Reading, Buddy Reading, Chromebooks, Reading Horizons, which is our phonics program, and Poetry Station. So they each get to visit a station a day and they rotate out. We also do Bulldog Bucks in our classroom, and these are the coupons that they can earn, so I just like to leave that where they can see it. Eventually, when I have my little helpers in here, my little elves, they're going to sort construction paper for me, and I'm going to put it in these bins. Got a little light for feng shui. And this is where they turn in their work, so they each have a number. They turn in their work behind it. Then the next day or 2, I'll pull all of it out and I'll grade it, and then that leads me to this. After I grade it, then or later in the year, I usually have a helper. I'll just set the papers on top of here, and my helper knows that that means that they're ready to be filed in the mailboxes, and they go ahead and file them for me, or I'll do it. And then this is where their Tuesday folders go, because on Tuesdays, they get their folder, they get their graded work, and they're ready to go. So that's just a system that I have developed over the past 3 years. After working out all the kinks, it works. Oh, something fun that we're doing this year, Miss Pena and I invested in a Polaroid camera. So we are going to do like hashtag second grade pictures with the Polaroids pretty much all year long. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey guys, welcome to my classroom. So what you're going to kind of see out right now is my Meet the Teacher stuff. So we're going to meet the teacher tonight, so I'm prepared for that, I think. I'm going to briefly go over and show you what all I have in my room. We'll start over here in this corner. I actually got this idea from Pocketful of Primary. She either put extra supplies in it, it's what I think she uses hers for. However, I had such a hard time last year with my headphones that we had them in baggies, and then we had to pass out the baggies, so it's just a mess. So what I'm going to have my students do is put their headphones in their little pouch right here, so when we're ready for the computer lab, they can just line up, grab them out, and we're gone. Over here we have our levels of understanding. So when we go through our TPOs, or our objectives for the day, we kind of go through a pretty extensive breakdown of the TPO. We either remember, understand, apply, analyze, create, or evaluate what we're going to be doing today. A big thing in our school is we have a no blurt zone. So when students are on the carpet and we ask a question, we want everybody's hand to go up immediately, because what that does is when a student sees another student's hand go up, they immediately just stop thinking. We don't want that. So we say we all need time to think, no blurt zone. So when you have your answer, you just wait to be called on, and we call on students by using popsicle sticks, so it's random. So we don't like you to raise your hand. We randomly call you and you hold your thoughts in. Over here behind my board, I have some alternatives to I don't know. So if you ask a student a question and they don't know, that's not an okay answer. They can say, may I have more information? Can you reword the question? May I have more time to think? Or may I discuss it with a neighbor? And those are all okay. We just don't want to hear an I don't know kind of response. Over here I have my masterpieces wall. I got this idea off of Pinterest. I went to Hobby Lobby and got the scrapbook paper laminated in. Over here we have our computer stations. If you saw on my Instagram story, I had bought these cuties from Lowe's. They were, I think, $10.99 or maybe $11.99, but super cute with my little emoji pillows from Walmart. Just a cute little reading area. I only teach math and science, so I don't have my library all organized like most of the ELA teachers do. It's just there for, you know, some fun or other stuff that they can do. Let's see. Okay, so over here, which I haven't gotten a chance to put it together yet, I also got this idea off of Instagram. When students are finished early with their work, they can come over here and grab extra work. I know in here I just put some little flashcards in here, but we're really trying to hammer hard on our reading and writing this year. So even in math, I'm going to give them some fun little writing prompts to do. And I'll put fun little pens or pencils in there that they can use so that they want to do it. I use this I'm Lost bucket. This has been a lifesaver for me when things get lost in the classroom and I have students come up to me, here's a crayon, here's a pencil, here's this, here's that, I found this. I don't know what to do with it. I just put it in a corner and it would just pile up. So what I have them do is they know that if they found something that does not belong to them, they just come put it in the I'm Lost bucket. And then once a week I'll go through and kind of just put it back where it needs to go. Okay, over here you have stations up top right here. So I have actually 5 stations, my pink, orange, green, and yellow. And I have student names, well not yet because I don't know where they're at, but my student names will go right here. And I'll rotate through every single day. The 5th station is going to be with me, so I have that over here. So they just do 1 station a day for about 30 minutes. And they know they just come up here. If they're in the yellow group, they're going to take their little yellow bucket, take it to wherever they want to go, and then they do their station. This is something new that I've done this year, and I'm really excited about it because last year I had stations everywhere. I just had a bin and it had all sorts of just pieces and papers and all sorts of just junk for my station. So this year what I have done is I organized it all by month. So for example, my August stations, I have in here either their paper clips or I have them in little baggies, just held together. But these are the stations that I'm gonna go through in August. They're in no particular order. Yeah, it's just in the month of August we will eventually go through all of these stations. So what I'll do is I just flip through what I need and then I will distribute it into their station bins. And that's that. Over here I have my small group table. I got this idea off Instagram also. This cute little jar. So every time I have a small group in front of me, when we're done, I'll let them just come and grab an eraser. Just a cute little idea. Adorable. Cost me like, I don't know, $10. Super cute. So let's move on over to the VIP table. So this is the first year that we are doing the VIP table. I've been watching it for a couple of years and it seems to be that, I don't know, it seems to be working out for some people. This year, Miss Berna, we're going to choose a mystery walker for the day. So in the mornings, I'll choose a stick. I'm going to be watching that student all day long. If they're showing excellent behavior and they're being kind and polite to others, they will be told at the end of the day that they get to sit at the VIP table for the next day. If that student did not earn the VIP table for the day, we're just going to quietly and without anybody else knowing, just pull them aside and let them know, hey, we chose your stick for the VIP table. However, we saw you showing us this, and this is, so you explain it to them that way. But we're not gonna, make an announcement. Oh, so and so got chosen, but he didn't get it. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna pull him aside and let him know why, and then maybe give him another chance later. Okay. So this is my desk area. So I don't get too fancy with how I organize my supplies just yet. Maybe I'll do that next year. I just have little bins, and in each bin I have the same thing. There's a bunch of tape, my paper clips and whiteout. I have extra staples and erasers in there. I don't do the fancy bins yet. Maybe next year. If you look down here, this is where I organize my work for the week. So I just, after I make copies, I put it in here so it's ready to go. Just real simple. Monday through Friday, and then on the bottom I have to file. This is how I organize my papers to grade and copy. And over here I have class jobs. I have teacher helpers, light door manager, line leader, and a custodian. I do my jobs random. We pull sticks, I write their name down. That way I don't have to keep up with any system. They did this twice in the month of August. It's just random. So I pull their stick, I put it down. They might do it 2 times in a row, you never know, it's just random. But it worked out for me really well last year and the kids were accepting of it. I have my calendar, my objectives wall that we have to have, and it really helps us understand what we're doing for the day. For student mailboxes, I could not bring myself to spending $40 on mailboxes this year, so I just used what I had in my classroom already. They're kind of big, but it's going to work out. Also like Miss Burr, and I put quote numbers on the other side. I'm in love with those, super adorable. I have levels of understanding. I downloaded these on Teachers Pay Teacher. This helped me out a lot last year during small group. I'll ask students, show me how well you understand, and they'll either give me a thumbs up or they completely understand. They'll give me a halfway thumb if they're almost there, and a thumb down if they're not there yet and they really need some help. And last year it worked out really well for me. Nobody was embarrassed to, they're okay. They know they need help. They're going to ask for it. Okay, so like I said, today is our Meet the Teacher night. So over here I just have a little snack. I've been bursting with excitement to having my class, some little Starburst. This is where they will sign up, tell us how they're getting home. I like to give the students a choice on where they sit. So if they're in my homeroom, they take an orange sticky note and they put it wherever they want to sit in my class on Monday. If they're Miss Burr's homeroom, they get the other color sticky note and put it on the desk they want to sit at Monday also. I think that just kind of takes a lot of the anxiety and stress off of them, that they know where they're going to sit and they chose it where they're comfortable being. Also, for the parents, I have steps that they need to go through when they're here. I know sometimes they come in here, they're a little frazzled, they don't know exactly what they're supposed to do. I also like to make little magnets that have our contact information on it, so if they need to get a hold of us, it can be right there on the refrigerator with our emails and the phone number to the school. Alright guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. What's that store called?
Hobby Lobby.
could get that out. These cute little mini paper clip things. Not paper clips.
Clothespins.
Clothespins. Thank
Oh,
you.
you know who you look like?
Okay.
You know who you look like? Wednesday.
Yes.
And it's Wednesday.